Hello guys, I'm Slepsis, and this is my first episode of my Essentials mini-series. In this episode, I will show you guys how to make Leaderstats, which is if you guys ever load into a Roblox game, then there is a chance that there is this leaderboard here with all the players, but it also has some stats as well next to your names. And I'll show you guys real quick how to do that. So here is a little example of Leaderstats, and as you can see here, this uses the player's service and player added the event, and whenever it's fired, it connects to this function that the event passes the player as the argument. And here we create a folder called Leaderstats and put it under the player. The first, we use instance.new here, which is a method of instance to create a folder, and the second parameter will put it as a parent of that parameter. So we're putting the folder inside or as a child of the player. And it's important that it's called Leaderstats, because if it's not called Leaderstats, it won't show up here. So yeah, and I've also created a bunch of values here. The maximum number of stats you can have in your leaderboard is 4. So here I've created a number value, a string value, a bool value, and an object value. So these values here are all instances. So here we have basically all of the values here, but the only difference is that these object values, bool values, these number values, all of these values are instances. So, and we can see the difference between, let's just say this just straight number and this number value. This number value being an actual object, it inherits all of the properties and methods, events from an object. And as you can see, this value here has a name and a value property. This is good because we can set names to them. That is going to be the name that shows up in your stats. Since I've made 4 different values here, object value basically stores parts or objects in the workspace. So here I just create a new one, and I just create a new part here and set it to the value of the object value. Bool value is set just false, string value is hero, and the number value is nothing. But so if I load in right now, you can see that our coins is at 0, our reputation is hero, the string hero, and this X value is just 0. And also the object value wasn't there, and that's just because you can't show an object on the leaderboard. It's just that you just can't do that. But if you want the name to be shown, then you would just use a string value for that, right? And the reason why this bool value here doesn't show true or false, but instead it shows 0 right here for false here. The reason why this bool value is false but it shows as 0 is because Roblox uses the binary of 0 and 1 to represent false and true. So false will be represented by a 0 and true will be represented by a 1, and that's just how it works in the leader stats. So yeah, if you change the bool value here and you take it to true, it'll change to 1, but it won't be anything other than 0 or 1s. So, and of course everything else here is modifiable and also will update immediately. So villain here, we can change it from hero to villain. We can change the coins 0 to 1, whatever, 250. And also if you go over, it will start showing dots yes, it will start showing dots because it can't represent numbers that big, because it will just make the leader stats too large. So yes, there's that. So what people do in simulators to represent very large numbers is they use a string, and they basically just have the big number, and they take away the zeros, and they convert like every 3 zeros, and they will check whether to put a K for 1,000 or a B for billion, or however many prefixes. You can use whatever prefix system you want, but then you end up being able to do things like 500, and then you put a B behind it, it will show us 500 billion. Alright guys, so that will be it for my first video of my mini series Roblox Essentials. And if you guys have any suggestions, or would like me to change my videos up somehow, then just leave it in the comments below, or you can go into my Discord as well. And if you also have any questions about today's video, the leader stats, then you can go ahead and leave a comment as well. And please leave a like and subscribe if you like the video, and but also follow up with the series. I'm really trying to grow my channel more, and yeah, that's all guys. Peace.